welcome to the vlog and Happy New Year. We had a party with friends yesterday and it was really nice, just like 4 of us. My partner, me and the 2 friends, and it was really nice, and I'm really tired today. But yeah, hopefully you also had like a good New Year celebration. But yeah, I haven't read anything today because I just had a lay-in, and also the friends slept in my reading room, which I'm now going to clean up so that I can put everything back to where it belongs. And I picked up my book that I will start today, hopefully still. And that is 6 of Crows, because I promised myself I would read it this month, and to force myself to do it, because somehow it always gets left out. I read it as the first book for January, just so then I finally read it. Yeah, but now I will first of all clean up, and then I might read a little bit before going out with the dog for the last walk of the day, because it's already afternoon. And yeah, we'll see how much reading I will get done this week, because I'm going back to work tomorrow, so I won't have have as much reading time as I had the last month. So I'm not expecting any wonders, you know, but yeah, I will try to read as much as I can, or as much as I'm in the mood for, and we'll see, you know. But yeah, I thought I'd do a quick start to the vlog. Good day. I just wanted to say morning, but it's not morning anymore. Today is the 2nd of January, as you can see by my outfit, which I really like, which is why I thought I'd show you. It's the 2nd of January and we have 15 degrees out there, Celsius, so I have no idea what that is in Fahrenheit. But yeah, I thought I start here, but let me go and sit down. Okay. Yeah, I just like my outfit, so I wanted to show it off. But yeah, I wanted to make like a quick check-in with you yesterday, but I was so tired. I went to bed at 7 p.m. and then I had a horrible night where I woke up like every half an hour, and so I'm equally as tired today. But yeah, I started 6 of Crows yesterday, but I'm 30 pages into it. I was really tired yesterday, and today was my first day back at work, which to be honest, this was way better than expected. I didn't have hundreds of emails, but yeah, I kind of have fun working today, so hopefully my motivation will stay up. But I had 2 equally dumb, well, let's not say dumb, but equally unmotivated delivery guys Saturday, and they both put my packets to the neighbors, even though I was there the whole day, which really irks me. But yeah, I found one neighbor, and so my fairy loot is here, which is the book-only box. I'm really sad. I kind of want to go back to the box with stuff in it, but it's so expensive. I don't know, I can't really do that, you know, because I already get the fairy loot in the full edition, and it's so expensive, which it's fair, that's what things cost, but I'm not in a financial safe enough space at the moment so that I can do that. But yeah, I wanted to show you the book, because I have no idea what it is, as always. Also, I have no idea what the theme is. Ooh, fairy lore. Ooh, that can you even see it? That will be really hit or miss with me, because a lot of the time it has something to do with romance, when fairies are like
part of the book, and I'm not a romance reader. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. That is one pretty book cover. Look at that. Oh, that is so pretty. Also, I really love, although I'm like a black-wearing person, I really love pastel lilac and pastel like mint, kinda. Really love those. So that is a perfect cover. So let me take a quick look what it's about. Okay, well, I think it is a love story, which sucks. I mean, I know a lot of people like those stories, but I struggle so much. Yeah, pretty much Emily Wilde's our main character, and she studies fairies, and she goes into like this really secluded village, and well, not a secluded village, but a village where she can study fairies, kinda. And she's kinda like me, not the most social, and prefers her dog to people, which like me, only that my dog isn't called Shadow. And yeah, her rival's also there for some reason, and she wants to find out at some point, and yeah. Haters to lovers. I don't know. I will read it because it's a really pretty book, but to be honest, I don't have the highest hopes for me, which I'm so sad about. Oh, please let it be good. You know, sometimes I hate it that I have like a few topics that I don't really seem to get into. And I mean, I've read one really great romance book, which I think might have also been a fairy loot. Let me look. No, it's an Illumicrate book, but this one. It's called A Marvelous Light. It is a romance book between two guys. Like the one comes to work with the other, I think. Yeah, pretty much he gets appointed to magic minister as a magic liaison on the non-magic side by accident, even though he doesn't know the word exists, the magic word. And yeah, he falls in love with his counterpart on the magic word side. So yeah, I think this is one of the really few romance books I thoroughly loved, and I think I even gave it 5 stars because it was so good. Which reminds me that I need to buy part 2, which is, I think, about one of their sisters, and she goes on a sea journey and finds a woman there, which she likes. And yeah, so it isn't that I won't read any romance. It's just that I haven't enjoyed most of the romance I've read so far. So yeah, maybe the book is good. If you know the book or have read the book, I don't know when it came out, maybe just let me know if it's a really good book or not. But yeah, that was my fairy loot. The other packet I still have to collect, but my neighbors weren't there, is the book I've bought. You will see on, yeah, you will have seen it already once this vlog comes out, but I had like a book buy prompt in my TBR, and so I bought another Terry Pratchett book, but my neighbor has it packaged still, so I can't show you and I can't read it yet. So yeah, it's annoying me because I could have had the book on Saturday, but now it's Monday and I still don't have it. And yeah, I don't want to pester my neighbors a lot, but I have no idea why they took a package in on Saturday and then they are not here for 2 days straight. So okay, so yeah, I'm now gonna go read my 2 stories of Lovecraft, and then I will read more of Six of Crows. Probably not that much, because then we have to go out with the dog and I have to go to the pharmacy for I need some different pain meds for my wrist, because it's still hurting a week after I went to the doctor, so that's not good. But yeah, and then I will probably continue reading this afternoon. And yesterday I did do some listening to my audiobook, so I have only like an hour left of the Hercule Poirot audiobook. After a while it's just as average as other books I've read, so yeah. I'm happy once I have that done. But yeah, so that is my quick little update for Monday, and I will see you hopefully later this evening. Hi. It's a little bit dark here, but I think it will work. Last little update for the day. I gonna out get myself like a brace thingy and some new mats for my wrist, so hopefully we're all set on that front now. And I did some reading. I read, I think, 3 stories in the Lovecraft book, which I'm really enjoying, to be honest. Also, I'm a big fan of short stories, so that is also kind of nice. And then I've read, I think, 70 pages of Six of Crows, which is really, really interesting, the book, to be honest. Let's see, I'm that far in. So not that far in the complete scope of things, but on Mondays I always have little time to read because my work goes a little bit longer. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. As someone who has only read the first book in the Shadow and Bone series, I don't know what the series is called, but the first book is Shadow and Bone, and as someone who isn't really looking to continue that series because, yeah, I mean, I thought it was fine, but some things I just didn't like as much. It's really nice to see another book in the universe that has the focus somewhere else, and yeah, so it is really, really interesting right now, so I'm really happy to finally pick it up. And yeah, I will now finish listening to my audiobook. I will give you an update tomorrow how I thought it was, and continue doing my puzzle, and then I will go to bed. And hopefully, let's hope I have more time to read tomorrow, because I would really like to get most of the way through Six of Crows, so we'll see if I can do that. But yeah. Good evening. You know, I have a really hard time getting my days together now that I'm working again. I'm really struggling. I don't know, I've gone from having my time completely free for so long. I mean, a whole month is quite a long time, you know. And now having to work 9 hours a day again. Yeah, it kind of takes the time out of everything, to be honest. So I'm struggling a little bit here, but I did get some reading in, and I also picked up a new audiobook because I finished, I don't know if I told you already, but I finished Hercule Poirot yesterday. Yeah, it's just as average as every other book I've read by Agatha Christie, to be honest. I thought it was better in the beginning, but that wore off quite quickly, to be honest. And yeah, 3 stars. Glad I finished it. I don't think Agatha Christie and I will ever be like big friends, but you know, happens. So now I've picked a new one. One I had put myself on the list for. I think I need to do that more to get more audiobooks of the books I own, which are newer. So yeah, I put myself on the list, and I actually got it just now, and so I will now be listening to The Luminaries. Yeah, so it's called The Luminaries. It's this really, really pretty book. Yeah, it's something about like a little town, and the forest is surrounded by kind of like monsters, scary animals, something like that. And our main character is kind of shunned, and her way back into the village is this feast pretty much to join the Luminaries, which are pretty much the wardens for the place who keep like the things in the forest in check. So yeah, I will now start listening to this one. I'm quite happy that I've managed to get like a book I own physically, so I can put it off my TBR. That is one of the biggest problems I have, is getting my physical TBR as audiobooks, because, as I've said, I struggle putting myself on lists for audiobooks, like on the waiting lists, just because I'm very much a mood reader, and a lot of the time, once they get round to me, I'm not in the mood to read the book, and so why am I even on the waiting list? But if I don't put myself on the waiting list, I don't get the books, because the waiting lists are always full and the book is never available outside of the waiting list. So yeah, I have to kind of figure myself out when it comes to that. But yeah, I will listen out to that. I also read my 4 stories of Lovecraft for the day. I really enjoyed the stories of today. They were all more on the outlandish side, which like gods and mythical creatures and stuff like that, which I'm really enjoying. So yeah, I'm actually making my way through that. I'm like roughly at 100 pages now, so I'm taking my time, but to be honest, I'm really enjoying that. Which, yeah, I'm gonna make my way slowly through it. I would like to finish it in January, but if I don't, it's fine. And then I also continued with 6 of Crows. I did want to read a little bit more, but then my mother called and I had like an hour-long call with my mother, so there went my reading time. But I mean, my mother has priority, so it was fine. But yeah, I'm now 170 pages into it. I think it's a really interesting book. To be honest, right now I find it so much better than Shadow and Bone. I don't know which of those came first, but yeah. If you wouldn't have told me that they're by the same author, and obviously they are set in the same universe, but if that wouldn't be the case, I don't know if I would know that they're from the same author. I had the same problem with Ninth House. I really loved Ninth House, and that was the reason why I then picked up Shadow and Bone, and then I didn't like Shadow and Bone that much. So yeah, really like this one. It's really interesting. Like, they are just started on their journey to where they have to get their target, and it is a really nice heist story, I have to be honest. But yeah, there's still a lot that can happen, but I'm looking really forward to it, so I will continue with that one tomorrow. Hopefully I can get a little bit more reading in tomorrow. I'm really struggling here, so hopefully I can now get like an hour and a half of the audiobook in there. It's 10 hours long, but I listen to like 1.75, 2 times the speed normally, so it's only 5 hours, so I should get through it quite quickly. I will now do some puzzling one-handed, and yeah, I will probably see you tomorrow. Hello! It is already evening again. Work really takes the energy out of me, so I'm really sorry. I haven't read much this week and I hate it, to be honest. But I don't know, after work day I just don't have as much energy. Obviously, I mean, I was working. But yeah, I thought I'd do a quick check-in. If you can hear the dog, I'm really sorry. He's cleaning himself. So I did tell you I'd start listening to The Luminaries, which, to be honest, this is one of the prettiest books ever. Sadly, content-wise, it feels so incredibly generic. I told you yesterday, we have like a routine who got shunned because her father betrayed the people, the luminaries to which she belongs. And so she and her family were shunned, which is her mother and her brother, and her father obviously, but he fled. And so she had, she has to do some trials to be accepted again, hopefully. And she has to like win those to be a luminary who keep like the forest safe, or the people safe from the things in the forest. And I've now found out there are 7 tribes, and for like every day of the week, because like they pretty much like, and they are named like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on, and they pretty much have to do the work on the day of the week. That is the name for which they are named. And so our main character also has Wednesday as a surname, which is it's kind of weird. But yeah, and so pretty much up until now it's really just our generic main character who got shunned, but she hates it, and then you have like all of them are bullying her because she still lives there. Like they shunned the family, but they still accept them living there. They just don't really talk to them and are really mean to them, which is kind of like a really weird thing, but like it's supposed to feel weird if they move away. Her brother did move away, but then he came back because it just felt weird. And yeah, so yeah, they still live there, and she gets bullied because she goes to the same school still where all of the other kids go. And she also still does duties for them, like they pretty much collect the dead people and dead monsters that don't go to dust at dawn. Like the kids have to collect them, so they are confronted with death early on, which like, okay, I mean, I kind of understand, but yeah. So she does that duty still, and very few people talk to her, but yeah. But the thing is, she's so incredibly generic, and like all of the people, like you have the aunt that is really mean to her at the beginning, and then she manages the first. I mean, we all know that she probably will end up back with her people, you know, but she manages to get the first one done because there's like a big bad thing in the forest which kills one of the monsters, and she, the good girl that she is, she goes out of her way to take a part of the monster with her, and she wants to go to the authorities and tell them pretty much, yeah, there's a monster in the woods that isn't supposed to be there, that isn't normal, and it's killing things, and they think she killed the thing, and which is why she manages to then get the first trial done. And she doesn't correct the other ones because they are, at that moment, they snap out of it and they are all really, really friendly to her. And it's so generic, you know, and then you have the brooding older guy, which was her childhood friend, but once she got like shunned, he didn't talk to her anymore, and so but he kind of talks to her on and off, and she's like this brooding guy, a year older, and he already did the trials and stuff like that, you know. It's just really, really generic. And I'm kind of sad about it because I think you could have done it a little bit better, and I'm roughly a third of the way in, which is I marked where I am in the book. I do listen to it on audiobook, so I'm 90 pages in, and yeah, to be honest, I just think it's generic, which is sad because it's a really pretty book. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a generic book, you know. At some point ideas will overlap and stuff like that. It's just, I think maybe I would have liked it better when I was like 13-ish. I think then I would have liked it a lot more, but now being nearly 30, I think it's just, I'm too old for the book, I think. That is probably where the problem lies. Yeah, but yeah, rant is over, I'm sorry. Other than that, I've read a little bit more of Lovecraft. It's still good. The stories are still really interesting. I'm now like roughly like 110 pages into Lovecraft. I'm really, really slow with it, but I'm fine with that. And yeah, I will now... I haven't read anything of Six of Crows, which I won't do today. I will hope... Also, I will try to finish that one tomorrow, because now my work week is over. I still only have to work 3 days a week at the moment. So yeah, my work week is over now, and I will read that one tomorrow. But I will now put my audiobook back on, hopefully get through quite a bit of it today so I can finish it also tomorrow. That would be fantastic. Hopefully I will have an update tomorrow for you with the finished book. That would be nice. I haven't finished a book yet this year and this week, which kind of annoys me, but you know, I knew that once I started working again, I would, my reading would go down again, but it doesn't change that I'm annoyed at it, to be honest. I'm done for the day, to be honest. I didn't have a good day, health-wise. I don't know if I ever told you, but like I'm fructose intolerant, which is kind of like lactose intolerant, but like with sugar, fructose, which is pretty much in everything today. Yeah, it sucks. Let me just say it like that. Some days it's really, really hard, even though I have some tablets I can take, but they don't always work. And today they didn't work, so I felt really bad the whole day, and yeah, that also contributes to me not reading as much. But yeah, enough of that. I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. Look at me doing a morning update. Yeah, I don't have to work today, which was really nice. But yeah, I thought I'd give you a reading update because I did listen to more of The Luminaries yesterday. And I have to be honest, I think it's just not mine. I'm really, really sad about it. Look at that. I think it's one of the prettiest, like, foiled hardcovers I've had. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I think it's so pretty, but yeah, in all honesty, oh, I had it the wrong way around, I think. Yeah, I think it's just, I don't know, it feels generic, even though it really isn't that generic, but I don't know, just reading it feels like I've read it already, which I don't have a problem with rereading books, that isn't it, but it's a new book and it feels like I've already read it, which kind of feels weird, to be honest. And yeah, I think just that the main characters are just too young for me. I mean, I'm currently reading Six of Crows, which the main characters are roughly the same age. And I still think these feel way younger than those in Six of Crow. So yeah, sadly, I'm not really enjoying it that much. It's fine to listen to while I'm puzzling. I'm now 55% through, I think, so I should finish it this week at least, which is a nice thing. But yeah, also, excuse myself, I look a lot in the monitor. I normally don't wear my hair up, but my wrist hurts too much to wash it. So yeah, it looks horrendous, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm not into it, to be honest. One book I have a little bit more luck with is Six of Crows. As you can see, I only have 90 pages left. I've read like half of the book this morning, which is really, really nice, to be honest. I was like to 170 yesterday, and now I'm at 390. So I have read 220 pages this morning, which is really, really great, to be honest. I'm enjoying myself, but sometimes I have no idea in which order these were released, but sometimes I feel you should have read Shadow and Bone to understand more about the world, which kind of feels like it's like you're supposed to know things in here that I don't know, so I have no idea. Maybe if you've read those books, you can let me know down below if I should have read the whole Shadow and Bone trilogy before those two. But yeah, I'm really enjoying myself. I don't think it's like a flawless book, but yeah, I think we're at the moment in like the 4-star territory because I really enjoy the characters. Even though at some points I feel like the book is trying a little bit hard, but it works. And yeah, I'm interested to see how it goes down. I will finish it today. I promised myself that. So I can hopefully finish another book on the weekend. That would be really, really nice, but we'll see. I've gone back to take the medication for my wrist that I didn't do well with, stomach-wise. But at some point this has to heal up. It's already 2 weeks that my wrist is hurting and I can't do it anymore. So because before I stopped taking the medicine, my wrist was slowly healing. I've come back to taking the medicine, which means that I will be miserable the next couple of days. Hopefully this little check-in wasn't too bad. I'm sorry. I'm really distracted by my hair. But yeah, I hope this check-in... Hopefully I can edit this down to make some kind of sense, you know. I will hopefully see you a little bit later in the day. I will now go do some gaming. And yeah, chill a little bit, and then I will probably after like lunch go back and finish Six of Crows, and then I will look into what book I will read next. Also, I don't know if I talked about it, if not I will cut it out here, but my neighbors have a package of me which has my book that I bought for this month to read, and they have it since Saturday, and the delivery guy just didn't ring here. He just gave it to the neighbors, and now they're not there. And I can't get the package, and I'm really annoyed about it, because why would you accept a package for your neighbor if you're then, I don't know, on vacation? I have no idea. I'm gone to their door 4 times a day since Saturday, every day, and I just haven't met them on different like times and stuff, and yeah, they're just not there, and I'm really annoyed, because what if the book is damaged and I need to exchange it? Like, I really want to get the book. Yeah, so now I'm determined that once I get the book, I will tell them to please not accept anything again for me, because why would you? It would have been so much easier if I just could have picked it up on Monday at the place where you can get it, you know. But yeah, it's really annoying. And I'm kind of angry about it, to be honest, because I wanted to read that next, but I can't get to it, so I can't read it next. But yeah. Run over. I will see you later. Okay, I'm really sorry for the camera quality, but this guy is sleeping on me and I can't get up to get the camera. So I just wanted to do a quick check-in, just because I just finished Six of Crows and I loved it. I gave it 4.5 stars. The ending was really, really great, and now I really do need to read the second one next month because of the ending. I need to know what happens next. But yeah, it was a great read. It was a great start for the year, and I'm really happy that I finished it now. I'm sorry, but he's just the cutest dog. So yeah, I thought I'd do like a quick check-in, cuddle a little bit more with the dog, and then I will do some gaming and listen to my audiobook later on. I will probably do a check-in later today as well. But yeah, I really love the book, which makes me really, really happy. Also, I just looked on Goodreads, and it is technically the 4th book in the Grishaverse, but the 1st in the duology. So I think I should technically finish Chill and Bone, but as I don't want to continue that one, I think it's fine that I skipped 2 books technically and continue now at that point, you know. But yeah, I will see you later. Wow. Yeah, I didn't plan on checking in for that long. It's now Friday evening. Well, like well past 6, you know. I felt really shitty yesterday. Also most of today. So yeah, I went to bed at 6 yesterday. I didn't sleep the night. Like, I slept at mostly like half an hour at one time because I was in quite some pain. But maybe let's not talk about that. It's just, yeah. Where do I start? First of all, I think I told you that I finished Six of Crows. Yeah, I think I put like my handy clip in here. So yeah, I finished Six of Crows, and then I didn't listen to anything in the evening just because I just was in a lot of pain, to be honest. So yeah, I didn't have, like, I had to listen to anything. And in all honesty, I'm just really not enjoying this book. Sorry. I really don't enjoy this book. I just think it just feels so generic. What I've decided to do now, because I have 130 pages left, but if I continue listening to the audiobook, I just won't get through it. It's just not for me as an audiobook. I have the hope that if I just physically read it, that maybe that works better for me, but I most likely will like do a fast read of the last 130 pages, like reading every third sentence, kind of like that, you know, just so I don't waste any more time on it. I have it finished. I think the problem is that it reads too young for me. I just don't enjoy the whole story. It's really obvious where it's going, so yeah. I will do that tomorrow, to be honest. But I did finish a complete book today, because I read Conan, the Wanderer, which I now found out is the fourth part in the series, and I read the first one. So yeah, there's like a big gap between the stories of the first one and this one, but it didn't matter at all, to be honest. Conan is like in his 30s now in this book. Yeah, it's Conan. I gave it 4 stars. I enjoy reading those stories quite a bit. I will definitely get myself... I don't know who posted this, but I saw it on Instagram. Somebody who had like a complete edition of all of the Conan stories, so I will try to get that one. But yeah, they're really fun, to be honest. It's just really... just adventure. Smashing some heads in, pretty women. Yeah, I really enjoy those, and I will definitely continue reading Conan because I just kind of found my niche in that. I really do want to get a few other barbaric adventure stories if I can. I don't know, if you know any, please leave them in the comments down below because I really enjoy those, and who would have thought, to be honest. So yeah, I finished that one completely today. I mean, it's 220 pages, so it isn't the biggest book, you know, but I'm really happy that I finished another book. And I also already picked the next physical book I'm gonna read, which is Until the Last of Me, a sci-fi book by Sylvain Neuvel. He's the one who wrote the book Sleeping Giants. I think the series is called Themis Files or something like that, but the first one is Sleeping Giants. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I think it's was a 3-star book for me. So yeah, I thought I'd try another one of his, just to see if maybe I just didn't like the format, because Waking Giants is like in interview format, and though I do like that format, I didn't like the characters, and because the whole book is in interview format and I didn't enjoy the characters and the way they spoke and stuff, it's really hard to read, you know? So yeah, this one isn't in, this one is in classical book format. So yeah, I'm interested to see what this is. I don't really know what it's about. It's something about going into space. And we have a female main character, which is nice. So yeah, we'll see. But I probably won't start this one today. But I thought I'd already tell you because I will start it tomorrow morning once I get through this, you know? Just to have that also done, and then I can go on to the next book. what I will do now is choose a new audiobook and then I will check quickly in with you again, you know. Okay, so I've chosen a new audiobook which is called Bad Blood. And it is the story of Theranos. So it's a true crime book where there's no murder involved. But yeah, I don't know, you probably know the story, but Theranos was the company who said they could revolutionize blood tests. So you would only need like a prick of blood and not like whole vials of blood. And yeah, it was all a scam. And I think Elizabeth Holmes, the founder, actually got already convicted for it, or the process is still ongoing. But yeah, I thought why not? True crime is always good. Also, I've kind of like looked into the story every now and again to see what was going on, because it's one thing I always fear when you have like these really like startups who like get a lot of attention really quick and who say they want to do like this revolutionary thing that would help everyone, and it all seems to be too good to be true, you know. And so yeah, I kind of looked into the story a little bit. I already watched a few documentaries on it, but yeah, why not listen to an audiobook about it? So yeah, I will now listen to that. I will do some puzzling. I have to be careful with my wrist still. And yeah, the dog and I will chill a little bit because my partner is out with some friends, because one of his friends is going to the USA to work there at a university. So they're saying goodbye because visiting, yeah, we won't be able to visit for like a year or two because it's expensive to fly so far away. So yeah, I'm alone and I'm gonna do what I like best. And then tomorrow I will have to film some videos for Wednesday, and like the next Wednesday if I have time enough, and we have to go back to the vet with the dog. So yeah, hopefully I can still get some reading in tomorrow, and yeah, I will talk to you tomorrow. And then I will also end the vlog tomorrow. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do like a quick clip. My battery light is flashing, but I just recorded my video for Wednesday. And I just wanted to do like a quick catch up. I finished The Luminaries this morning. I did enjoy it quite a bit more in reading it than listening to it. So I'm quite happy that I finally switched over to the book. I gave it 3 stars. The ending was a bit better than the beginning. I still can't shake the feeling that it's a really generic book. Also, there's so many open endings here that you're kinda forced to read part 2 that isn't even out there yet, which I absolutely hate. I want to be able to stop after one book. I probably will stop after this one, but I will always be a little bit angry about the open ends. Like, there were some really interesting things in the second half of the book, which I would have loved to be done on this one still. And it's so short, you could have made it longer and put it in here, but yeah, you know. And then I started a new book and I just realized that I'm a total idiot. I started Until the Last of Me and I got 80 pages into it, kind of enjoyed it. And then I was like, oh, how long is this book? Let me just look up. And then I realized this is the second book in a series. I didn't see it. I think it's not obvious from the outside, but yeah. So I've read 80 pages for nothing because now I have to read the first book first, and I don't own that yet. And I hadn't planned on buying any other books this month, so I have to put this off of my TBR and I have to pick a new sci-fi book, which I will also then start to read tomorrow morning probably. But yeah, I'm annoyed that I read 80 pages for nothing. I don't know. Let me just see if I can find a new sci-fi to read. I'm gonna read James S. A. Corey, Evidence Gate instead. This is the third one in the Expanse series. I really love that series. I didn't want to read such a big book, but you know, it's my own fault for reading the second book of a series, but yeah. I'm an idiot, you know. But yeah, I will read this one instead because I love the series and I will hopefully get through it kind of quickly-ish. And yeah. Also, I listened quite a bit to my audiobook yesterday. Which, let me just look that up. Oh yeah, that was the audiobook about Theranos. Really, really interesting. I really like the way the story is done. It's a really interesting true crime book, and there are also quite a bit of information in there that I didn't know, even though I watched a few documentaries, so that is really interesting. And I will probably continue with that later on in the day, but I will definitely do another check-in with you and finish the vlog off then. But yeah, I need to stop talking. The battery is flashing like for half an hour already. But yeah, I will see you a little bit later on in the day. Okay, I'm quickly gonna end the vlog here. I told you earlier today that I will read this one, but I finally managed to get a hold of my neighbors. And so I finally have this one, which is The Amazing Maurice and His Educated Rodents, which is the next Terry Pratchett book I need to read. And so before reading the third Expanse book, I will read this one. Just because I waited so long to finally get it, and now that I have it, I want to read it directly. But I won't read anything physically today. I will listen to my audiobook. So yeah. I will tell you tomorrow what I thought about this, because this I will probably read tomorrow completely. But that is in the next vlog, so I hope you enjoyed my week. And yeah, maybe leave a like, a comment or subscribe, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye bye!